are dealing with me on webcam. Eventually, it'll pop up. Why are you dealing with me on webcam? Well, because once again, technology is bad. Okay? It's bad. Yeah. I see a viewer out there. It's good to see you. It's good to know someone is playing along this beautiful Sunday morning. I also see that I am missing something, so let me see if I can grab that real quick. There we gotta bring it over. And there it is. Okay, I got a little applause. I might have to miss this one. Girls soccer starts soon. You're not playing the game, JT. Okay? You're not playing. You can you can sit on the sideline. You can put in your headphones. You can watch. You can pretend you're recording the children, but meanwhile you're just watching me. And my silliness. Good morning, everybody. It is and Robert is fighting off a nap. Awesome. Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday, 10:30. Time for the Supplemental. That's right. We're going to bring to you the things you need to know to get you through the week with a very interesting community service note coming up soon. Let's start with a sip of water. Do you ever feel like you have a hair stuck like right about there in your throat? Like maybe one of your beard hairs grew inward? Man, it is driving me bonkers. And also, I need to make a tad of an adjustment right there. And just drag it just a wee bit. And then bring that over again. There we go. Okay. Let's get started with your national days of the week. Starting with tomorrow, Domani, is, not coincidentally, Mickey Mouse's birthday is tomorrow. And Minnie Mouse's birthday is tomorrow. Did you know they were born on the same day? I find that to be slightly disturbing. But that's not the day we'll be celebrating tomorrow, because tomorrow is National Old Socks Day. I recently had an epiphany that came to me, as epiphanies do. And it is when in the past I had a sock go bad, I would throw away the pair. I would throw out the baby with the dishwater. I would throw both socks away. And then recently I said, well, that's a silly thing to do because I have other socks that look like this sock, and eventually one of them is going to go bad. And then I take the remaining surviving socks and create a new pair. On the 18th of November, National Old Socks Day. Remember, just throw out the broken sock. Don't throw out the pair. Mind blown. On the 19th, there's a national day for this, and we should all take advantage of it. It is National Have a Bad Day Day. Or as I like to call it, every day. That's stupid. No, I don't believe that at all. But I do have some coworkers who have a bad day every day, and we will celebrate them on Tuesday, National Have a Bad Day Day. I like days. On the 20th, this is an important one for all the children. The 20th is National Pay Back Your Parents Day. Now, none of you children can afford the investment that we put into you, except the ones that were adopted. You know, maybe you don't have to pay them. But normal children, the non-adopted normal children, on national okay, all right, I'm not making fun of adopted kids. Let's get clear. I'm making fun of the fact that it's time to pay back your parents and that kids can't afford to pay back their parents. And if your parents gave you up for adoption, you don't owe them a dime. You owe your adopted family money. Now, you can't afford to pay your parents all the money they put into you. It's not possible. But you can try. And it doesn't have to be money. It could be time, love, and affection. You know, love. You are adopted. Love, love, and affection will get you very far in this world. So do something nice for your parents on National Pay Back Your Parents Day, November the 20th. On the 21st, my friend Karen Kay should celebrate this day because it's National Stuffing Day. She's just a big fan of stuffing. That's all I'm saying. On National Stuffing Day, a whole week before Thanksgiving. Maybe this is a test. Maybe you can make your stuffing in advance. I do love a good stuffing, and it doesn't have. I don't like stuffing cooked inside the bird, in the blood and juices and gizzards of the turkey. I don't like that. I like to make it, with the walnuts. Huh? You didn't know, with walnuts and the Jimmy Dean sausage and all of the, ooh. I don't think I can wait till the 21st to celebrate National Stuffing Day. But it is National Stuffing Day on the 21st of November. On the 22nd of November, get all that stuffing out your teeth for National Flossing Day. Flossing Day. If you're one of those people who does the string like that, there's something wrong with you. Technology has come a long, long way, and now they've got the little sticks with the string in them, like that. And they got the toothbrushes with the jets and the blasting, and it does all of that for you. I went in for my last teeth cleaning. She was very proud of me, and she goes, "You must floss regularly." I was like, "No, I buy expensive toothbrushes." Get that stuffing out of your teeth on the 22nd, National Flossing Day. I wrote today in red because my other pen died, and I haven't written red in a long time. This was my fact-checking days. This is when I used to do things with a red pen because cops don't see other colors. On the 23rd, don't know why I decided to add that in. On the 23rd, it's National Fibonacci Day. Now, if you don't know nature's secret code, if you don't know the Fibonacci sequence, you probably don't know that Leonardo Benacci was his real name. And later, he took on Fibonacci as the son of Benacci. Fibonacci. And if this is confusing to you, enlighten yourself. Take the 10 seconds to Google something and find out what the Fibonacci sequence is, or what is nature's secret code. And then, once you learn the sequence, you will begin to see it everywhere. If you look really hard. It's like racism. If you look for it, you're going to find it everywhere. Everything is racist, and phobias and hatred, all of it. If that's what you're looking for, you're going to find it. Trust me, on the 23rd, National Fibonacci Day. 1, 1, 2, 3. I see what they did there. I see what they did. It's literally in the day. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. And finally, finalmente, the 24th of November, National Sardines Day. Man, sardines take a bunch of crap from a lot of people, all right? I get it. Maybe you don't like sardines. Maybe you don't like a fresh kipper. Unfortunately, it falls on a Saturday this year. Sunday? It falls on a weekend for sure. And the bad part about that is, you can't leave the can in the office. I think I'll celebrate National Sardine Day a couple of days early and eat that in the office and leave that can to ferment in the communal garbage can, so that on Monday everybody celebrates National Sardine Day. It's a sardine miracle. I love the sardines. A sandwich, very simple, very plain. White bread, spicy mustard, and a couple of sardine bodies, and another piece of white bread. Some people like put onions. I'm not a fan of onions, but that sandwich with onions, if you like onions, or without onions, if you don't like onions, that is a fantastic sandwich, and it's really good for you because mustard is low, and sardines are high, and bread. You can get more nutritional advice by listening to me every Sunday at 10:30. All right, that's your national days of the week. Moving on to our community service notes, events, things happening in and around your local neighborhood. This coming Saturday, I'm going to get that out of there, put it over here, so I can read it without you seeing it, and then go back to the other one. There we go. This Saturday at the Giant in Enola for 3 hours, they are going to have a kimchi tasting. Brought to you by Kimchi Girl. She's the lady that sells the kimchi, because she knows. I also know how to make kimchi. I'm not ashamed to admit that, but she has made a business out of it. But from 10 to 1 at the Enola Giant, right there off Marketplace Way, right off of the interstate at Wurtsville at 81. If you go there between the hours of 10 and 1, she's going to be offering samplings of not only kimchi, but kimchi radish. So I am a fan of all foods Korean. I really do enjoy my Korean foods. And this is a free tasting going on at the Giant from 10 to 1 Saturday. My phone is buzzing. The 23rd. So come on out, check it out. I'll be sure to be there, at least for a short period of time after I get back with Zeus. That's a Saturday, November 23rd at the Giant on Marketplace Way, and off to Wurtsville and 81 exit there. Come check it out. I'm sorry I don't have anything better as far as community services go or community service related events go. Again, if you know something going on in the community and you want me to give it a little free advertisements, let me know. And I'll do that. And that is your community service kind of thing for the week. Moving on to the thing you've all been waiting for. It's time for This Week in History, a trivia style. Again, I got to do some magical moving over here. All right. 7 questions about history. They are multiple choice questions, and I do intentionally delay because there is a delay. I do not know the answers. We will find out together if we are right or wrong. 7 questions about this past week in history. Starting with November 11th, 1918. World War I ended with the signing of an armistice. In what location was the agreement signed? Where? At 11 o'clock on the 11th hour of the 11th month and the 11th day. Where? A Fibonacci sequence has still got me tripping out over there. On November 11th, 1918, World War I ended with the signing of the armistice. Where was that done? Was it in Versailles? Was it in the Compiègne Forest? Was it in Berlin? Or was it in London? Where did they sign the surrender agreement, the armistice, the ceasefire on November 11th, 1918, ending World War I? Short of any guesses from you all yet, I'm going to look through the, instantly I throw away Berlin, instantly I throw away London. I don't believe it was either of those. So it takes it down to Versailles. Robert's going with Versailles, or in the forest. I believe that Versailles is done later, but yeah, I agree with the common forest. Compiègne. There's an accent over the E, and there's some other letters in there. Me and Mr. Taney are going with the forest, and it looks like Robert's going to go with Versailles. We'll find out who was right in 6 more questions. Overchi. What is Overchi? Okay. I don't know what that means. On November 2nd, question number 2, are you saying Versailles now? Is your answer Versailles? Or is your answer the forest? You're going back and forth on me. Okay, so you're going with Versailles. Here we go. Question number 2. On November 12th, 1980, NASA's Voyager 1 spacecraft sent back stunning images of what planet? November 12th, 1980, Voyager 1 sent back pictures. We can't hear. I'm sorry, I can't fix the delay. November 12th, 1980, Voyager 1 sent back pictures of what planet? Was it Saturn? Was it Jupiter? They mentioned stunning images of what planet's rings. Was it Uranus? Or was it Neptune? Venus not an option. Voyager 1 was going in the opposite direction, not towards the sun, but away from the sun. Were the stunning images Saturn, Jupiter, Uranus, or Neptune? I believe in 1980, it had reached Saturn. I believe it was Saturn. And when they say stunning images, you know, out of all of the planets, Saturn is like the coolest, right? Even though we found out later that other planets also have rings around them. But Neptune's cool. It's all blue. I'm going with Saturn. That's my answer. JT's going with Saturn. Robert is going with Saturn. So we're all saying Saturn. Okay, good call. November 13th, 1956, the United States Supreme Court struck down segregation on public buses following what pivotal civil rights protest? November 13th, 1956, the Supreme Court struck down segregation on public buses, following which pivotal civil rights protest? Was it the Greensboro sit-ins? Was it the Montgomery bus boycott? Looking at the wrong camera, sorry. Was it the Freedom Rides? Or was it the Selma to Montgomery March? These are your four options: the Greensboro sit-ins, the Montgomery bus boycott, the Freedom Rides, or the Selma to Montgomery March. Rosa Parks was sparked it. Yes, I see that. They made a movie that I never watched, but for some reason I feel like it's got to do with Selma. He goes with the Montgomery boycotts, he goes with the Freedom Rides, and I go with Selma. We'll see. Those are our answers. They're locked in. One of us is going to get it right. On November 14th, 1969, NASA launched Apollo 12. What was the mission of Apollo 12? Was it to perform the first lunar orbit? Was it to return samples from Mars? Was it to land humans on the moon, like Mike Tyson's butt? Or was it to repair the Hubble Space Telescope? As with all multiple choice questions, we can easily eliminate two of them. We have not sent humans to Mars, so that's not one. And the Hubble Space Telescope didn't exist in 1969. So you got two options. Was it to perform the first lunar orbit, or was it to land humans on the moon? Apollo 12, November 14th, 1969. I am going with C, to land humans on the moon, because I believe we had previously done that in other Apollo missions, and the next one's 13, and 13 was so bad that they probably wouldn't have done it again if we hadn't already landed. So I'm going with landing on the moon. Robert agrees with moon, and Mr. Taney is going with a lunar orbit. We shall see. on November 15th, 1777. Hey, quick note. I'll put this in the comments. Did you know in 1963, Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves? Did you know that? In my local newspaper where I get some of my facts, they had that in 1963. Abraham Lincoln did that. I'll show you the picture. Anyway, November 15th, 1777, the Continental Congress adopted a document that served as the first U.S. Constitution. He said 11 was the first to land with Armstrong. I don't know if that... Okay, 11 was the first to land and 12 was landed with a lunar orbit. Okay, we'll find out. We'll find out together. November 15th, Continental Congress adopted a document that served as the first U.S. Constitution. What was it called? Was it the Declaration of Independence? The Articles of Confederation? The Bill of Rights? Or the Constitution of the United States? It's 1777. We're just stretching our legs a little bit on independence. What is the document that helps get us there? Is it the Declaration of Independence, the Articles of Confederation, the Bill of Rights, or the Constitution of the United States of America, for which I sing? Mr. Taney's going with Articles of Confederation, which I believe to be the correct answer. I think that is correct. And Robert is taking a nap, so he hasn't answered yet. And you playing along later, when you watch this at a later time, throw your answers in. We're interested to know. Robert's going with the Constitution. He's wrong. November 6th. Excuse me. Question 6. No, on November 16th of 2001, which Harry Potter film premiered in theaters, making the beginning of a worldwide phenomenon? November 16th, 2001, what was the first Harry Potter film? That's pretty much what the question is. I don't know nothing about no Harry Potter. So this is all about commercial memories. Like, I've never seen a Harry Potter movie, but I've seen plenty of Harry Potter commercials and clips and stuff like that. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets is an option. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Or Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Mr. Taney goes with Sorcerer's Stone. That I should just default, because I believe Mr. Taney has probably seen all of the Harry Potter movies. He just strikes me as a very Harry Potter-ish kind of guy. He's probably playing some, was it Quidditch? What's the bounce around on the broom game? He's probably playing some of that right now. I don't know the Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Sounds like a good answer. Robert is also going with Sorcerer's Stone. I want to go 7 for 7, and I don't have a clue, so I'm gonna go with the everybody else here, and I'm gonna say the Sorcerer's Stone. I don't know why I felt like it should be Chambers of Secrets. Quidditch. Oh, okay, Quidditch. I was close. It involved brooms. Finally, the last question of the week. It's November 17th. It's 1869. The Suez Canal officially opens, connecting the Mediterranean Sea. Hey, good morning, Mother. Excuse me. Mother! There we go. November 17th, 1869. The Suez Canal officially opened, connecting the Med to what body of water? The Mediterranean is connected to another thing. Oh, they called it the Philosopher's Stone in Europe. You're so smart. SMRT. Yes, you are. Was it the Red Sea? Is it the Red Sea, the Indian Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, or the Black Sea? Now, I be a sailor I be. I know what are two things about the sea. let me try that a little more piratey. I be a sailor I be. I know a few things about the Red Sea. I just gave you the answer. It's not the Atlantic. In order to get from the Mediterranean to the Atlantic, you have to go through the Straits of Stacy. We've been there. Robert picks an answer that's not even on the board. JT picks an answer. Oh, that is on the board. Both of you are saying the Indian Ocean. Neither of you be a sailor, do you? Yeah, to get from the Atlantic from the Mediterranean, you go through the Straits of Gibraltar. Stacy, we've been there. To get to the Indian Ocean, well, to get to the Black Sea, you gotta. Anyway, I believe the answer to be the Red Sea. And he goes with Homer. Okay. Those are this week's questions. Let's find out how we did. Scrolling down to the answer section. Answer number 1, the armistice that ended World War I on November the 11th, 1918. I read the options. Don't you give me that. You can't change your answer. The place where the armistice was signed. I'm starting to talk like RFK. The place where the armistice was signed was the forest. The planet with the stunning photos was Saturn. Now, I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but every time I start to get them right, I get a little bit more excited, and it's starting to build that it's possible that I could go 7 for 7 again. If you picked anything other than Saturn, you were wrong. It was the Montgomery bus boycott. It was not Thelma. So who chose the Montgomery bus boycott on that one? Go back up here real quick. It's not letting me look. One of you, I think, got that right. Rosa Parks. Robert is the Montgomery bus boycott. Robert got that one right. Question number 4. The mission of Apollo 12 was to land people on the moon again. There's no need to go do a lunar orbit. We had already proven that we could do that in the earlier missions. Question number 5 was the Articles of Confederation. Question number 6 was Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. And the final question, where everyone thinks it was the Indian Ocean. Yes, I see. Robert got it right. It was the Red Sea. It is not the Indian Ocean. You go from the... I told you, a sailor I be, okay? I know a thing or two about the Red Sea. That went a little Jamaican. That went the wrong way. That went sideways. Hey, it's a Sunday morning, right? And this is what we do. We have a good time. We know our national days of the week. We know about some kimchi tasting that's going to be happening on Saturday. And we had a little fun with history. It's a great way to start a Sunday. And I enjoy you guys hanging out. And I enjoy going through the questions. It's a good time. I wish we would have went 7 for 7. But that daggone Montgomery bus boycott got me. But I still did pretty good. I'm happy with the 6 out of 7. Ladies and gentlemen, I remind you today, as I remind you every day, just be the best person that you can be. And if you were a great person today, be an even better person tomorrow. And as Chick Brew sends her love. Okay? That's all I got for you. Stay safe. Until next time.